welcome to the Games, Geeks, and Gravity podcast. I'm your host, Josh, aka Mr. Tiger Reaper. Josh, aka the Tiger Reaper.
Hey, I did that last time. Hey, I'm the other Josh. I'm Mr. Pika Panda.
And today we have the awesome opportunity to introduce our lovely guest and my sister and his girlfriend, Miss AyakiTheRogue. Oh, on that side.
Miss Taylor. AyakiTheRogue.
Awesome. And today we have a very good episode. We have a lot of things to talk about. We're going to be going through our itinerary. We actually have an itinerary this time, guys, so we came prepared, okay? We've got a couple things like casual gaming and geeking, and we're also going to be doing some stuff with Comic-Con. So let's get started. That was a really short song. It just sounded kind of weird, but who cares? I hope it doesn't get audio locked like it always does when I fucking use stuff. That always gets me.
You use copyrighted things.
So what? Cool. So
watching other streamers and they like hum a song and then
they get audio locked.
And I'm just like, no, don't hum! Stop it!
Stop it, please. All right. So. It is episode 5, and today is July 14th. How do we want to start? So we decided to ask our awesome friend, my awesome friend and his girlfriend, Miss AyakiTheRogue, to join us tonight because it's going to be a different kind of episode. We're doing something a little different. Last episode we talked about more the geeky side of our podcast, which is like the difference of sci-fi and fantasy. So now we decided to kind of have a mix of both. You have the geeking and the gaming, and so we're going to do what more of like an intro, like an intro gamer. So go ahead, Taylor. The floor is yours. Tell us what you do, and yeah.
All right. I'm kind of boring. I kind of just work customer service, go to school, and I love gaming though. I'm more of a new gamer because ever since I started dating this one,
I forced her into it.
He forced me.
She had no say.
I had no say at all. There was just one day he just sat at a computer in front of me and was like, "This is what you're doing now." But
it works, guys. It does.
It does. This is how you get.
It was like the 4th attempt. The other 4 didn't work out. That's why they're no longer here. This one stuck with it.
Really?
There you go.
This
Yeah.
one stuck
There
with
you
it?
go.
Really?
That's good. I like that.
Nice. We'll talk about that later. But as for gaming, like when I was a kid, we played a lot of the original, like the Mario, and I loved Spyro. That's still my game. Don't even mess with me on that game. And we played like this weird version of like the Batman that was on like the PlayStation 2, and it was like the rise of.
Oh my God! The rise of Sun Tzu. Yes, I remember that game.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Did we play that at your house?
We always played that at my house. I remember I went to Blockbuster to go pick that up, and then I had Josh over for that whole weekend.
Oh,
I know, right?
You went to what?
It makes it sound old.
You mean Redbox?
We went to Blockbuster to go pick it up, and then we were playing it all night long. I always played Robin, and
I always played Batgirl.
Josh was Batman, and I
Makes
played
sense.
Nightwing when we unlocked him. So
It's weird that I would play as Batman. Why would I play as the main character?
I don't remember.
I always played side characters.
So like the side guy, and because I never liked Batman, I was like, you play Batman, I play Batman.
Someone has to.
Someone's
It's a
got to
Batman
do it.
game.
It's a Batman game, so cool, awesome. Well, thank you for that short and sweet intro, which is good. As always, what has everybody been up to? Your personal life, gaming. What have you guys been watching? What about you? What is it you've been doing? Who wants to take the floor first? Should we have the guest?
Yeah, guess first.
Nothing much, just a lot of work. Well, we went to Capitola with my family. That was fun.
Spent the week.
We
Or
went to
spent
the
a
beach, and we saw
day there.
Minions. What a good movie.
Oh, I'm hella mad at you guys. I wanted to go.
Well,
You haven't seen it?
No.
It's really good.
It was packed with kids.
So many children.
I
And
wouldn't
there was
doubt
one
it.
kid behind us that was just laughing so loud.
Like, okay, there's one. I like having kids in the movie theater, but
Yeah.
it
It's so
almost
funny.
got to the point where it was annoying.
That's
Because I can only take so much of children frantically laughing.
Yeah, because then there's like you have like the happy children frantic laughter, Then you have
And
the
then, like,
annoying
the
frantic
kids'
laughter.
laughter.
Yeah, then exactly. Then you have like the very scary like kid laughter. Like,
And then you have when the
oh,
parents
man.
laugh because they made a joke that went over the kid's head.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the kids
yeah.
are
And
like, what does that
it
mean?
was a dirty joke.
Why does
Really interesting.
There was like one scene, I won't say what happened, but there's like one scene where it's just kind of like,
Did that just...
that is too much.
Okay.
That was bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
um,
And
do-
it lasted too long.
Yeah,
Too. It wasn't like a quick joke. It was like a good like 30-second scene.
really?
Yeah.
Wow,
I
interesting.
was just
That
like,
was interesting.
oh.
That's
Oh.
obviously over the 13. So, real quick, Josh, you have the chat up too.
Yes.
Okay,
Chat is up.
All right. And then what about you, Josh? What have you been up to? Because we all know you
I've
guys,
been-
as a couple, you guys can live separate lives. So.
And this week, our work schedules differ. So when I'm at work, she's at home. When she's at work, I'm home. So,
Yep.
which means I'm able to record more Dragon Age episodes, which
There you go.
is what I've been doing. I've been recording some more Dragon Age. I uploaded the second one on YouTube,
Mhm.
second video ever on YouTube. What to do? And started recording episode 3, but there's technical mumbo jumbo that keeps happening with the game, keeps lagging. But other than that, I've been playing that. I've been playing Terraria with you a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, Terraria. That game is
That game is, oh my god, such a time
You played
sink.
a little bit of
I did.
Terraria.
I liked it. It was
Good. Now we can add a third person to our party. We might play later tonight. We'll see. So.
See, you need to not have a Mac.
fun. Sorry that I'm really focused on school right now.
That's good. That's good because somebody in the family has
Somebody,
to be.
okay,
So.
yeah, no, that's true. Somebody has to have a job so I can stream.
so you can so you can have no life. Let's see. What have I been up to? Oh man, since the last time we podcast, what was it? Thursday, right? We podcast Thursday.
Yeah, it's actually a short in between, but scheduling issues. We had to do it shorter than a normal week.
Yeah. I worked a lot. Short hours, but I worked a lot.
It was
I
almost
s-
worse.
Yeah. I mean, it's money's money and stuff. Let's see. So I started my stream. Most of what I've been doing is most of the gaming stuff. I started my Amnesia playthrough, and good God, I cannot do that. Like,
I got scared.
It's like a rite of passage for streamers to play that game. I don't know why. I will never be able to.
it's something about it. It's just insanely tough to deal with. Cause like, so I can sit there and do it. I'm like sitting here, have my hand in mouse and everything, you know, and on my keyboard, and I'm like, all right, ready? All right, let's do this. And then like I have both ears in, and the audio is relatively loud, so like I can hear everything going on. And then I'm like, what was that behind me? And I look behind me like, what the fuck was that? And I'm like, there's nothing there.
You have to play it with a headset with the lights down.
And so I had everything off, and I had to take off one ear because my anxiety would kick in, and so like my stomach would tense up, and then my muscles would tense up, and I have to like pause and be like, okay, give me a second. Oh god. Okay.
Yeah. No, I remember when I first played it.
Mhm.
I didn't actually play. I was watching Alaric play it. We were in his room,
Yeah.
and oh my gosh, I couldn't even watch it. Like I couldn't. There were times where I was just like sitting on the bed, like I don't want to know what's going on,
Really that scary?
because it's a psychological horror.
Yeah.
It
It's
makes you feel
not-
vulnerable. You can't like
You can't even
you're-
defend yourself.
yeah, you can't defend yourself from the monster. When you're in the dark, your screen starts shaking and you're going insane. But when you're in the light, the monsters can see you, and then that's what kills you.
Yeah.
The soundtrack is amazing.
Soundtrack's very good. It's very well done. It's the ambience that really
You could
gets you.
play
Like
it.
like it's the ambience that really gets you because like the sound is just you can tell it feels cavernous all the time, and then like it's just the way that the design the way the HUD works. So like Josh was saying, like when it's dark, if he's in darkness, his eyes will kind of like pulsate, and like you see the screen kind of like, think of it as like a heartbeat. So it kind of like goes in and out, and like he kind of like starts to lose his consciousness. And for me, what it is, it's like I have this very like anxiety of like being alone, and so that's where most of that comes in, and it's like that's what kicks in, and I'm just like I can't do this. Like I'm freaking out. Like I don't like being alone sometimes. So, so there's that. I do plan on continuing that and finishing that. Of course, Josh and I have been playing Terraria, and I do plan on getting a lot more people on. I just got Johnny Hunter a copy of it yesterday. I was like, here you go, dude. Like, it's $10. I don't care. And then, you know, probably tonight, if we finish this podcast early enough and we all got time, we can play some, 3 of us together, and we're gonna pull that up on stream as well.
I thought you could play.
What have I been watching?
Oh yeah, I didn't even touch on what we're watching.
I just have rewatched Minions.
Yeah, so that technically counts for both of you.
Do you watch TV shows? Because I know you watch some form of TV shows, and some of them were kind of geeky.
I watch a lot of TV shows. I don't know. We watch a lot of Parks and Rec, but I also will watch like a lot of animes.
Nice.
Like Soul Eater.
Good anime.
And the one with the vampire.
I don't know why, but whenever it comes to watching animes, I feel like the only one I could really watch by myself was Full Metal. Like anything Full Metal.
I love Full Metal. Oh,
It's like it's my favorite series, but everything else I'm just like, eh. Like I feel like I have to be like with like, because I remember that's how I got back into animes. Was I was with you guys watching when we were at Alaric's house. We were watching Full Metal there, and I was like, huh, this
And
is
that's what
really
got
cool.
you back, yeah.
And so I feel like I have to be with you guys to like watch. I don't know what it is. I don't know why.
No, I'm watching anime all the time. I'm reading manga all the time.
I love it.
I've been watching Friends and How I Met Your Mother too. So, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Go on.
Well, that's really all I've been watching is that. I watched a little bit of the LCS recently too, while I was at work, and it was pretty cool. Helps to have like a half hour before you start your shift, and then watch nothing really happen. Kind of sucks.
See, I live on Twitch, so I was watching whenever JP plays. He was trying to play.
Rocket League.
No, he was playing Knights of the Republic, the first one.
Oh yeah.
But he's got such a like nice computer that he needs to put like a mod pack in order to play it at a decent resolution, and it kept crashing the game.
Yeah, because it's like so old.
Yeah, because he's got like an SLI Titans. Like what the heck?
Mm-hmm.
I would love to have a Titan. You don't ever need a SLI anything. Okay, whatever. So I was watching the Drop Frames podcast, which is a really cool podcast, especially for newer streamers, newer Twitch people. It's really cool because they talk a lot about like how they got started, the steps that they took and what they were doing at before and after kind of thing. It was a really cool podcast to watch, especially since a lot of them were friends prior to streaming. So it's cool that they have that kind of interaction. I watched a little bit of the Co-optional podcast this week.
I did too, a little bit of that.
But I watched it during work, so I only caught parts here and there while I was in between emails. And then I always watch the LCS. If I miss them, I watch them the next day.
And I need to I need to catch up on the VODs, so I gotta. It's just
Dude,
long too.
It was a bad week.
Yeah.
No one I wanted to win. Okay, except for Team Liquid. No one I wanted to win.
Didn't TSM lose this week?
Lost both games.
Yeah, they lost, right? God.
One of them was to Team Liquid, so it's all right. They
Oh
lost to
my
Team
god,
Liquid.
what
Team
are they
Liquid's
doing?
now-
Good god.
Yeah, but they're still in third, so
Yeah,
they're fine.
but that's the thing though. They're in third. TSM's
Yeah, but they were-
only
see-
second or first, you know.
Well, they were first, and then they lost 2 games. They got put in third. So, yeah, watch the LCS a lot.
Yeah.
Animes. We watch Soul Eater together. We watch Rosario plus Vampire.
That's what it's called.
Rosario plus Vampire.
Yep.
It's
If you want a
fan
vampire, that's,
service.
yeah, all fan service.
All fan service.
It's like watching Telovru.
What is
If you
that?
want to watch something about a main protagonist character that somehow gets himself in all these awkward sexual positions.
And
Telovru.
like every girl is after him.
Yeah, no,
Not
see,
really sure
you
why.
think I'm talking about Rosario. I'm
Yeah.
actually talking about Telovru. Same
Oh.
thing. Same thing. So Telovru is main character, normal dude, for whatever reason, of an alien teleports into his room naked. And he's like, what's going on? And
Oh,
then,
that's pretty cool.
I don't know. It's like any other plot. And then aliens, a princess of the ruler of the entire galaxy, falls in love with the main character. Everybody falls in love with the main character. It ends with him accidentally confessing his love to everybody. Spoiler alert.
Just ruin it for
But
everybody.
that's pick one of two endings. He ends with one person, or he ends with all of them. So it can't create a whole spin-off of pretty much exactly what you expect from that. It's
Interesting.
even in a school,
Nice.
like Rosario.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Cool. So,
God, of course
topic of
the
tonight,
fans
of course, is casual gaming / geeking. So as you guys know, Mr. Pika Panda and I are the hardest of gamers, hardcore.
Hardcore tryhards. Yeah.
Because you know I'm huge into League and everything. Shit, I play all kinds of stuff. Mr. Pika Panda has his Dragon Age he's got going on right now. He's got a whole bunch of other games too. And so we decided to pull Miss Ayaki, aka Taylor, and kind of get a different insight as to what it's like to kind of come into the gaming now and like come into it at a different level where it's like, here's some intro stuff for you. Like, what is that you like? So tonight is mostly going to be about Taylor, within reason.
All about you.
Within reason, we're all going to talk about the topics as well. Because Josh and I have already answered some of these questions already, but so you kind of already answered this question already, is how you got into it, but you can kind of maybe elaborate more on how you got into it. So how did you get into playing games?
Well, like I said before, when I was a kid, we would play tons of games together. Just
Be confident in your
I'm
voice.
very confident.
It's just because you're far away from the mic.
Oh. And so we would always play those games, and my dad, at the time, was the junior high pastor for a church, and so all the junior hires would come over, and for me, like, you know, a bunch of I'm like in elementary school, and a bunch of junior high boys are playing video games, so obviously I want to play video games to impress them, obviously. And so...
Aren't you still in the cootie phase in elementary school?
But no, I wasn't.
You weren't?
I was never.
You were above the cootie phase. I was a
above
nerd,
it.
so I didn't have friends.
I was not a nerd.
Me and Josh were friends.
That was it.
We're the only friends ever.
With Adam Tackett.
Oh my god. Yeah.
That's a blast from the past.
And
Continue, sorry.
No, it's cool. Just no. So yeah, we would always play the Spyro and all the older games. Crash Bandicoot. Mm-hmm. That was another one, the racing one, and then the one where you could go to the different worlds and fight all the bosses.
So happy for the ukulele remake. Like it's a spiritual ancestor of those games.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Yeah, pretty much the developers that made the Crash Bandicoots.
Naughty Dog? Naughty Dog?
Well, but not Naughty Dog. Pretty much they were at Naughty Dog. They pretty much left.
Okay.
And they're making one called Ukulele. Yuka is one of the characters. Lele is the one like a little bird on his back.
Oh, cool.
It's a spiritual sister for the Crash Bandicoots.
Oh, that'll be cool.
So, I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So we would always play games. My brother likes to play all like the Xbox games, and so I'd play that with them. And when we had the PlayStations, we'd play those. So I did a lot of console gaming growing up, and then I got into like junior high and high school, and so that that wasn't cool, even though I wasn't cool. But apparently that wasn't cool with my And so then I met Josh and found out he was a huge gamer. And so again with the whole impressing and I have to like this thing that you like, so I started playing, and he introduced me to Hearthstone. Love Hearthstone. I play it all the time. Rank 20 right now.
Nice.
Get past that.
At least you got the card back. You're already there.
I got my
I haven't played in forever. I think I'm like 23.
Wow.
Yeah,
I don't even play. It's not my thing.
Let's see. I love Dragon Age. Oh my gosh. Love Dragon Age, but my problem with gaming. Here's my problem. I rage quit a lot. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I get angry at this one part, I'll die like 5 times, and then I'm just like, I'm done, and I'll put my computer away and just. So that's my problem with gaming and why I don't game as much as I should.
That's
But,
why you can never play a game like League of Legends.
No, I can't because I can't put that away. And also, I don't like playing games with other people because I get frustrated.
Banjo-Kazooie, that's right. Not Crash. Banjo.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
That's what you were talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
I always got those guys mixed up growing up.
They're
Crash
close,
and Banjo.
that's why.
I don't know why. Because I didn't play those until later in life. I didn't play them when they were the recent game.
Yeah,
I only had Donkey Kong. That was my closest.
Yeah. Donkey Kong 64.
Donkey Kong for the 64.
With
yeah.
The coconut shotgun.
Yeah, and PvP.
Yeah.
Diddy Kong.
Yeah.
I was always lanky.
Yeah. Like wearing his arms out and shit.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that you're kind of like getting into it. Do you see yourself maybe kind of going into a bit more of it? Maybe like kind of branching out of something that you're normally into?
Oh yeah, I would love to. I just don't have a lot of time. Also,
Yeah.
time
Time is of the essence.
Let's see what else.
That's an excuse.
That
And-
is an
and
excuse.
I think
but
it's-
it's a true excuse.
It is a very true excuse. But I think it's healthy though that you kind of like, you know your limit, like because for like me and Josh, like we don't technically rage quit, like because we'll get to a part where we're playing and then we're just like we'll die a lot or whatever, and we're just like, you know what, fuck it, we'll go again, just keep going, and that's when like you can tell on us we just like get stressed out and stuff. So.
Yeah,
Oh
no, I
man.
rage quit a lot. Let's see, another part of my geekiness. Growing up, also always loved like not Game of Thrones stuff, but I love now Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, all that kind of stuff. I'm a huge Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit,
Nice.
all of that stuff. So.
Thank you, John Herb, for joining and following. Thanks, guys. Cool. Yeah.
That's Jeremy.
Nice. Thank you for
do you know
joining.
Jeremy
Hi,
Williams?
Jeremy.
Yeah. Cool. We got a lot. I'm glad we have more people in here. Thank you guys for joining the stream. We have a lot more to go through tonight. And so with that being said, so what would you say was the first game that you fell in love with, and why would that? Why is that you fell in love with that?
Oh, definitely Spyro.
Okay.
But the first Spyro. Okay.
So
not
the
like
original Spyro the Dragon.
the original Spyro,
Okay.
mostly because like my dad and I would switch off playing, but also
Mm-hmm.
because I love the whole like dragon and how you can shoot fire and like run into little like green minion guys, and I really like to kill those little green minion guys.
With the little egg. Was it the
No.
carry the egg?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, the little guy, the
The
little
one that
blue minion guy that would
Yeah.
carry around the egg and
Mhm.
na, na, na,
Yeah,
na,
na,
Yeah,
na,
and you can chase him, yeah.
and you have to run and get it, but
Oh
I
my
can never
God.
catch it.
Yeah.
I would spend so long because you get like better and better rewards for like the more and more of those guys you got.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just drove me insane. I would chase those guys for hours.
Yep. I would always drown in the game. I could never get out of the water. That was always my problem, was that I'd fall off the cliff and just drown.
Mm-hmm.
But that was definitely my first game, and I beat it, and it was great. And then I didn't know what to do because I didn't realize you could like go and redo it. So I
Yeah,
was like, oh,
yeah.
I'm done. Like,
Yeah, that's funny too, cause like now that you mention that, like I felt the same way too when I played games as a kid. Like if I beat a game like fully to the extent of it, I don't really know what to do anymore because I would never really understood like, oh, you know, play it again, like do it differently, you know.
well, yeah, and there's so many different things that you could do
Mm-hmm.
with the game when you go back and you're like, wait, there was a secret passage.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember playing Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time,
Oh god.
having not touched the game. Me and Alaric played it, and we were always stuck in this one spot, and it was the whole like look up part. You have to look up, and it was one of those we stopped playing the game for so long because we were kids. We didn't get why we couldn't get it any further.
Mm-hmm.
And when we finally looked up, it was like, what? And then we get like halfway through the game in one sitting because of that little mishap.
Yeah, the little extra part that helps you get through it faster.
It's always fun to revisit games. It's like watching Disney movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, have you ever seen an older Disney movie recently?
Dude, they're bad.
You like, that is a dirty joke.
Oh
That is
yeah,
a
no.
horrible
Oh
joke.
yeah, absolutely.
Like on the Little Mermaid, the cover of it, there's a penis.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Uh huh.
Yep.
Or like when you watch The Lion King and then you finally realize that like that whole scene is like a sex scene. You're like, whoa! Stop my eyes.
There's a rumor that like the Disney, the writers and the artists didn't like each other, and that's why there were so many like little dirty things that they would put in. But I don't know if that's actually true. So don't quote me.
I don't know if they. I wouldn't say that. For me, what I feel is that I don't think they didn't like each other. I think it's just the fact that they were so like coherent as a group that they decided to put these things in as a joke and just to see how many people catch it. I guess. Because, I mean, I feel like they knew their audience, you know?
We do that now. Like, we were talking about in Minions, how there's jokes that the kids won't get.
Absolutely.
And they do that in games all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. All the time. All the time. But, yeah, no, I remember I was watching, like, I think I was watching Mulan the other day. And the part where, like, what's his name? Mushu was, like, first introduced to Mulan, and, like, he was, like, staring at her, and, like, he's like, I can see right through you. And then she was like, oh.
Dishonor on you, dishonor on your
whole,
cow.
on your cow. Awesome, yeah.
Eddie Murphy. I wonder how much of that was ad-libbed. Because
I
he
hope all of
ad-libbed
it.
a lot of his stuff.
I think a lot of it is ad-libbed. I don't know.
Well, that's like.
I want to go watch Mulan.
I know, right? Like in Aladdin, the beginning scene with the merchant guy, how he's picking up all the things. That was all Robin Williams just ad-libbing and doing whatever. And they actually had to cut a lot of it because he made some of it too dirty. Probably.
It's Robin Williams. He
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Cool.
Those
Awesome.
are my facts of the day.
It's funny to think like how much has changed with Disney. Like how they were originally like very classic kind of kids movies and everything, and then like you kind of move into the age of like where like the Mulan and the Cinderella and all that stuff, and then like you kind of catch on those innuendos later on, and then like you move to like Toy Story and everything, and then like now you see where they're at now. They fucking own Star Wars, you know.
Yeah.
That's interesting how that works out. I'm
All right, I have a question for you, Tay.
What's your question?
What you touched on it earlier, but what keeps you from being more of a hardcore gamer?
Aha. That's a good question.
What keeps me?
Yeah.
Besides time,
Like-
because that is a given.
Yeah, but like, what keeps you from playing Dragon Age all the time, like whenever you're able to, kind of thing?
Well, I think it's the whole thing of that I get stuck on a part and I get so frustrated and angry that I quit and won't play for like a month, and then I'll go back and I get angry, so then I come to you and be like, fix it! How do I do this?
Beat this part.
Can you do this for me? Thanks.
Use the command console.
And then, I don't know, I wasn't always a huge gamer, so this isn't something that's like stuck into my soul, you know, like gaming isn't like a humongous part of me. And so it's something that I do enjoy and something that I love to do, but it's not a huge part of me. And so it wasn't that, but it's something that I would love to look into more. But yeah.
Yeah, because see, like, when me and Josh are playing, like, League, there'll be times where, like, we get stressed out and we're just like, all right. Or we have, like, a good game and we're just like, all right, wait, let's play something that's mindless. Let's do something mindless so we don't have to think so hard because League is stressful.
Yeah.
So, for us, like, when I rage, I don't really rage quit games, but when... Okay, no, that's not a truth. You're a liar. When I do though, I play a different game. You know, you put it down and you stop playing. Whereas
because I get frustrated, and also I can't play games with other people, and a lot of games are.
That's true. That's true.
Because
Yeah.
like I said before, I get so frustrated at the people, and I call them names, and
you should.
mad.
You're part of my Steam library. I got mostly single player games.
I know, but I also have a Mac, and so I can't play.
I also have a laptop I rarely use.
That is true.
A gaming laptop.
Then you can take that home, and then we can all play together. Oh man.
Yes, but again, I also do work 3 to midnights, and I work.
Yeah, 3 to. What do you
Okay.
do up until 3? You could be
Study.
gaming.
And I run errands.
Who studies?
And I try to be an adult.
Like I said, somebody
Because-
needs to pay the bills.
We're still kids, you know.
What about you, Josh? What is your stress relief when games get
Ooh.
when you have like a bad league game? What do you do?
Oh man, that's tough because I've had a number of incidents where if I get stressed out with League, there was one incident where it was I think like 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening, and I was getting so frustrated with the game because I think I was so close to winning and we lost, and I was just so mad because I wasn't winning anything. I was like on the massive losing streak, I think like 10 games. I went outside to my backyard. I threw on some boxing gloves to my heavyweight bag. I went like ham for like half an hour, 45 minutes. Took a cold shower, came back down, played again, and I won. And I was like, wow, that worked out great. So sometimes it's like I'll have my moments of just pure rage, and I'll just let it out by exercising. It depends on the game too. So like if I rage quit out of League, I'll play something else. I'll try to play something else because I'll get interested in some other game, and then I'll have instances where I'll just like get bored of it, and then, all right, I'm kind of feeling okay to play League again, so I'll go back to that and kind of grind it again. Other games, let's see. What game have I well, okay, so Amnesia could be considered one where I've technically rage quit because it's just the
frightened quit.
Frightened quit. It's just the stress that gets me on that one. Other games that I rage quit at. What have I rage quit at? I couldn't say The Witcher because The Witcher, I figured out how to play that again and kind of get back into that and really figure out the mechanics and how to do that. Hold on, now I'm curious. Let me see what I have in my library real quick because there have been. Let's see.
For me, I also have a bad habit, especially for games like League, of losing, getting frustrated, and then playing a game.
Oh yeah, that happens a lot.
Losing, getting frustrated, and playing again. Which is the reason why I will never gamble, because I know for a fact I'll win. I'll be like, sweet, bet again. I have a similar hand and it's completely different, and then lose, and then think I can get it back. I can get it back, and I'll maybe at one point I'll be up like $200, but by the time I'm done, I'm down like 4 or 5.
Yeah. That's the scariest part of gambling. So.
That's why I'm not a good gambler.
Tend not to dabble in it just yet, at least until I have a better income, or at least a higher amount of income, or
no, fake
at least
money.
or at least right until I save enough to be able to. I think what did I rage? Oh, fighting games. Oh, fuck.
Dude, I can't play fighting games with people like you and your brother. No way. It's just frustrating because it's like, you guys know what you're doing.
The combos.
I'm not a button masher. I'm a vaguely understanding button masher.
Yeah.
Oh, like the game that I have at my house.
Yeah.
What is
You
it
have the Mortal Kombat versus DC.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
my
yeah.
little brother, who is 14, can kick my butt at that game. Okay. It's so frustrating.
You should see Josh's brother play.
I don't want
fighting
to because I'm
games.
just so angry.
It is
because that's his game, is fighting games.
Yeah,
Okay.
he plays Jake. My younger brother Jake. He plays Mortal Kombat X. He's really good at the Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Street Fighter, Tekken. Like any of the fighting games that he can get his hands on and really get into, he will dedicate his time to learning the stuff. Like, it's funny because I don't see him as much of a gamer anymore because he's always like into like talking about sports and like shoes and everything, and it's like he's kind of getting to that age where he's like more into that stuff. But like I'll see him sometimes like he's sitting here in the media room, he's got his phone, he's watching like a Mortal Kombat video for combos, and then he'll try to do it out, and I'm like, damn. Yeah. And like, oh man, fighting games are my rage quit, except for Smash, because Smash is like, all right, that's Smash.
Yeah, but Smash is
it's a party game. It's more of a party
cluster
game.
Junk of
it's a clusterfuck
fighting.
of whatever. just who can throw out anything at the fastest. But with like technical fighting games, I get really frustrated because I remember one time I was at my cousin's house and playing Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 against him, and he kept. This was before he started really like getting into the combos and everything. He kept using the air knockup combos, and I couldn't get out of them, and I kept getting so frustrated. I socked him in the arm, and I just walked away, and I was like, I'm done. I'm fucking done with this. I was so angry.
I remember playing Ultimate Street Fighter with Alaric and Wayne. And Wayne only plays as Makoto?
Makoto, yeah, the girl, the ninja girl. Yeah.
And all he does is the punch that like shoots you halfway across the screen.
Oh, like
the straight punch.
The straight jab?
That's
yeah.
all he does. And it was obnoxious. It was like it was not fun to play against him just because it's like an easy thing to block, but if you don't block it, it did a decent amount of damage, and I wasn't good at the game. I was, like I said, I'm a casual tryhard, so I'm like trying to do combos. So I'm trying to like counter at the right time, but then just.
Oh no! I button smash. And then my thumbs hurt. And then...
I remember when Ethan got his thumb cut open. They said after it heals a little bit, make sure he plays video games. It's good thumb exercise.
That's a good idea. Yeah, because it flexes your muscles again. But
because you're
constantly messing with the joysticks. The thing is though, like now that we're kind of the age where it's a little bit more like adult like, I kind of go to him to like when it comes to playing fighting games to kind of learn combos from him. So it's like, all right, now I can play. I'll play against you, and I'll feel a little better about doing things. It's not as bad. So, and I've learned to control my temper with that too. So, I'm not as physically violent as I used to be when it comes to rage quitting at violent games. So, or to fighting games. So, the thing that I rage at most is always League. It's always gonna be League because
I know.
And especially when I'm talking with other people on League, I get very verbally abusive. Like I'll get very frustrated and like you can hear it in my tone of voice. Like when I'm playing with some people and like. We lose the first game, okay, we try to go to the next one, and then, like, all right, we lost the second one, all right, fine, let's get the next one. And then, like, we're in that game, and then it's, like...
They're doing the same errors?
Well, yeah, the same errors, and, like, they make the super... I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Stop! And it's like, oh my god, I'm done. Just fucking can't do it anymore.
When I play with my brother, Johnny, who's grabbing clothes right now, he's really good at mid lane, but he occasionally goes way too ham. And by occasionally, I mean almost always. Which it's beneficial because he plays assassin, so they want to go ham and get kills. Except for if it doesn't work and he just dies, and he goes ham and dies again. And I'm a support player, like I can't do anything.
Stop it! I can't save you.
But it's no.
And it's funny because when we're playing together, it's you, me, and him. And, like, I'm saying stuff in the mic, and I'm like, oh, wait, I'm only talking to you. And I'm like, Johnny, stop, please.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But, yeah, it's one of those, I'm totally with you with the whole, like, I didn't want to admit that my brother would be better at some games than I am.
Oh,
but he's definitely a better mid laner. Yeah. So it's just one of those, like, I'm watching, like, I can't play Yasuo. Yeah. I'm never going to play this champion. Yeah. I'm going to go back to playing Thresh.
Yeah, that's why, like... And, I mean, I have my forte in game, so I kind of stick to that and always stick to that. So.
I could beat him in StarCraft all day.
Yeah, exactly. Just he'd just be like, what do I do?
But we play 1v1 mid lane. He'd probably win 9 out of 10.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's there you go, people.
And it used to be my lane.
That's how you know the differences, folks. Is you can see what kind of gamers you got out there. You've got like you're very hardcore, and then you can see the different types of games. So the next question I have for you is, what is your favorite thing to do as a geek, and why would that be? So...
Oh, that's a good question. Well, I love to watch anime and all, like, the geeky that comes in that just because I love just the different aspects of it, how anything can really happen in those shows. Just cool. And then... as far as like geek, it wouldn't really be gaming. It would be like the Lord of the Rings movies and books.
Something's going right over your head.
What?
Something's going right over your head.
What do you mean?
We used to do something every Wednesday and every Sunday.
And I was like, wait for that. I was like,
oh gosh.
I'm just
so
point
sorry.
that one out.
We haven't done it in a while though. Yeah. I love to play D&D and Pathfinder. Oh my goodness. I even have like a D20 on the back of my car.
Nice.
Yeah, Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan had a live action movie come out today, I think.
Oh. I heard about it, yeah. I was looking on Instagram.
Yeah, no, she's not caught up.
Don't do it.
Don't talk.
Oh my gosh, I love like the role-playing aspect of the dice rolling. I usually play rogues, which is AyakiTheRogue is one of my fallen characters. So really broken up about that.
Oh.
No, but yeah, I love like the role playing, just being able to do like this sneaky different character that I usually play more like.
I mean, your tag name is AyakiTheRogue.
AyakiTheRogue. I do more like the neutral. I kind of like to go towards evil, but not fully because I don't want my party to, kick me out because I'm evil. But I like to kill things and beat things up.
Interesting.
Let's see. My Pathfinder character right now is, she has a dire wolf, and I have to roll to see if I can control her every single day, and that's really fun.
Interesting.
Yeah. So.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah, and see, like, and kind of hanging out with you guys more, like, that's how I got into that too, like, more of, like, the role playing, because at first, like, when I first started playing, like, getting into gaming, I was never like, oh, role playing, like, that's so lame. Like, I always thought it was, like, boring and dumb, and then, like, you guys tell me about it, I'm like, whoa, wait, you guys play? And, like, I actually sit there and watch you guys, and I'm like,
it was
whoa.
totally in high school. It was always one of the things that's like, role playing is dumb, but I kind of want to do it. But I would never tell my friends that I wanted to try to play Dungeons and Dragons or anything like that. But then, like, not even a year ago, maybe a year ago.
Probably a year ago.
One of our friends was like, "What do you guys think about D&D?" And everyone was like, "Somebody said it.
Someone broke the ice. It happened."
And not
no,
LARPing.
not LARPing.
I'd love to try that though.
Like LARP, dude.
I'd love to be able to hit other people with things.
I think it'd be cool to do LARPing. I think it'd be cool to do LARPing as like Star Wars. So like you get the actual toy lightsabers and shit, and you get people dressed up like stormtroopers and clothes and shit with like Nerf guns.
I am good at fighting with a lightsaber.
That would be awesome. I think it'd be cool.
Yeah, no, it's not LARPing. LARPing's the live action role play where you dress up and you have your foam weapons and you go and fight. I have a cousin who's actually really into LARPing to the point where he changed his name on a lot of things to be his family name in his LARPing group.
Yeah.
What?
That's a little excessive.
That's a little
in my opinion.
That is a little much.
But no, this is like the pen and paper. You have your character sheet and I'm a DM for one of them. Like our friend Alarix, the dungeon master for the other campaign, and then it's playing like that.
Well, and the best part about like the role.
Yeah, Munchkins. Munchkins is that's a fun game.
We also do a lot of board games, like we'll play Catan and Munchkin, and I haven't done Betrayal, but you guys have done Betrayal.
That was fun. Betrayal was awesome.
Yeah.
I want to get the Dead of Winter game.
Yeah. So, speaking of which, I was about to mention that. So Justin, Carla, and Justin mentioned it on our chat and Facebook. And so he has it, and he's trying to get us to go out there, and I'm like, oh my god, I want to go and play. So I think we should definitely get that too. Like, I've been looking into these other board games. They're just so damn expensive. Like, I wanted to get the XCOM board game to play. I wanted to get the Star Wars Edge of the Universe role playing game so we can play that because that's like a different kind of like pen and paper.
I need to be able to stream so we can do a freaking online pen and paper.
Well,
I guess it wouldn't be pen and paper then. It would be keyboard and mouse.
Technically, but I mean, even then, like if we can, because I mean, of course I can stream it, and then we just have to set up the Skype call, and then because I really want to do like an online Pathfinder or whatever it is, because I miss playing so much.
Yeah.
God, I miss it so much.
The issue is we have to figure out if you want to do something like that. It's you all have to be on Skype. Yeah. On different Skypes. Or you're all in one room and you're Skyping, or you have the video in that way, because it would be way too difficult to do the like mix
like multiple people and like or different people on like one Skype and
like have some people here, some people on Skype. You would have too many different mic setups.
And I think that would be the more of like the rule we can set up. Like it's like, okay, so if we're gonna do this, like this is a technically quote unquote a home game. Like you have to be at home to be playing.
And it's really easy to well, not really easy, but to do on the Skype, because it's one of the hosts. You can be home, and you can.
You don't have to worry about time.
Yeah. You could be in pajamas. Do the whole like, wait 1 second, guys. I have to use the bathroom.
Yeah, and you can just walk up, get out, and then you come back. You know. So, us three will try to organize that in due time. Like, we're gonna keep talking about it more and more, and we'll figure out how we're gonna set this up.
I have another campaign ready.
I mean,
I need a group.
I need to buy dice is what I really need to do and get the papers and everything for it because I don't have the book at home, so But yeah, so you have anything else, Josh? Anything to ask Taylor or? Maybe...
Yeah, no, we're pretty much anything I do, she does too. So
There you go.
I'm a follower.
no, more that we do it together.
Yeah, it's you're not conforming. You're doing it as a couple. There's a difference between conforming and doing it as a couple.
Yeah.
When you're conforming, you're like bandwagoning people and whatnot.
Yeah.
What the hell? Oh, someone got kicked.
Oh, too many.
No, he was like,
Too
"Hey, can you
many
guys
cats.
shout me out and whatnot?" Oh yeah, the cat. Well, cats.
Well, I guess
and...
we kind of shouted it out by pointing that out.
Well, you got your shout out, but
Not
kicked
the
out
way
of the
you
chat.
wanted it. No, don't.
Oh.
he got kicked out of the chat.
Yeah, no. So we definitely. Oh, actually, funny thing is, I ran into Jamie at Best Buy today, and she's like, "We wanna play, I wanna play," because I need to pick up this thing, this little guy.
That was smart of you to get that. Yeah.
It was one of those. It's like, I know I have one. It would take me all day to find it. Might as well just go spend the $10 to get another one.
Yeah, yeah. Let's try to figure out maybe sometime. What's today? Today's Tuesday. Maybe sometime this week, if we can figure out like just to plan it for next week.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, we can host it on my stream, and then you just host it under your channel, and then we can actually you do that, and then we can host it through Taylor's channel, and like, it's easily done. Easily done. So let's try to organize it for next week because I really want to play. That means I got to get dice. And...
Yeah, I get
If
dice.
anything,
I gotta go
if
buy
we
dice
wanted
and I gotta go buy a
we
book.
could do the next week.
And I get to make a new character.
Exactly,
We
boom.
could do the character creation next week. But all it is, we have 2 people. You guys need like 2 more people that can join Skype every once a week.
Yep.
Yeah, because we already have 3 people here, and then you're DMing, and then just 2 more people.
I would
Yeah.
probably DM it.
Yeah.
Or if Alaric, I don't know actually if Alaric has done any with Dark Heresy.
Yeah.
Well, and if we did it on like a Tuesday or Thursday, I could go after school and it wouldn't be too late.
Yeah, and then you just go home, and then you just get on Skype.
It'll
and
probably
ready
be
to go.
Tuesday night because we normally do this Thursday.
Okay.
Or actually, no, that's not true because we could finish this and go to this straight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who knows? All right, we can plan this
It'll,
off.
it'll work. It'll work.
Oh,
Things will work
podcast.
out.
That sounds good.
Awesome.
Have people and viewers like writing down our life schedule.
Yeah, so you guys can
Well, they're
you
working
guys
this day.
you guys can tweet us and message us on Twitch and everything and Facebook and everything. And be like, hey, don't forget you guys have this, so that'll help us
Yeah.
out a lot.
Yeah.
Don't forget you have
Help
work
us
today.
remember.
Oh, dude, thank you so much.
I forgot. I was gonna
That's
sleep.
creepy, but you reminded me, so I guess thank you.
That means our audience loves us enough. That's good.
Yep.
So with all this like kind of geekiness about, so I want your guys' opinions. What do you guys think of the superheroes and their film adaptations? Like, how do you guys feel about what's been going on with?
Recently,
So
they've
we'll
been.
hold on the recent stuff because that's what we're gonna get into. But more so like, how do you guys feel about superhero movies and how they started and how they're turning out?
Oh, I love them.
Yeah, no, like I said, like recently they've been good. Like the past few Avengers have been really good. The past few Iron Mans have been really good.
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap, Batman has been really good. The trilogy,
Really
But-
long.
but the Batmans before that, nah.
I mean, I don't know. I
I
don't know.
love the old Batman.
I know. I mean, I
Clooney?
like.
The faces.
Clooney.
Oh,
as
yeah.
Batman.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh.
I love the Clooney's.
No.
I love the old Batman that I want to say it's from like the 60s and it has Catwoman, Penguin, Joker.
Oh, that's
and
with Jack Nicholson.
With no. It
Oh,
was
the other one?
before that. It
Oh.
was way before that one, and he's in this awful suit, and
The
it's super
gray-
cheesy.
Oh,
and he's
the Adam
running around
West?
with this giant
Pow!
bomb.
The Adam West one?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's
All I
Adam West,
know-
the original Batman. Like
I think so.
it is, like where he's got the really short ears.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Adam West. The
That
Adam
is
West
so
one.
corny.
I still
It's
love
corny,
that
but
one 'cause it's
I
so-
think,
You watch it for the nostalgia, but like
but I
No,
think
I
that's
don't.
what makes.
cinematography, plot, their whole.
Yes, underwear outside the pants.
But I think that's the cool thing about that is like, it's the nostalgia, but it stays very true to how the comics are. Like you have the candid like pow and everything like that.
But nowadays the comics have been more.
But yes, but
mature
nowadays
and dark
yes, they have
and.
aged. They have aged to the point where people are a bit more mature and understanding.
Well, in the time period of when they came out, that was like the.
That was like
Did
yeah.
you see that?
Yeah.
Like this is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but compare the latest Batman with even Jack Nicholson as Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Jack Nicholson was never Batman. He was
Well, no, not Jack Nicholson in Batman, the Joker, but the whole like. I knew he wasn't Batman. You said Jack Nicholson and got it's like okay, like cinematography. Obviously, the newer one's better.
I know, of course.
Plot, okay, maybe Jack Nicholson was a little bit better on that one. I don't know. The whole hit. I don't know. I didn't like the latest of the new Batmans.
Which one?
Oh, with
Bane.
I
loved
it.
Bane.
I thought it was really good. I
thought it was too plot holy.
A little bit, just a little bit. My thing is like, it's with the newer Batmans, it was very drawn out. Like each movie is like 3 hours, and they're very.
You're also talking to
long.
the guy who would marathon the extended version of The Lord of the Rings any day of the week.
See, that's different though, because it's like the way that is written and like the way that those movies are written and done, there's enough content for it to be so long, you know? Like with the Batmans, there was just like the moments where he's just super quiet and he's just kind of standing there just like,
oh, I love it.
He's brooding. He's like,
I'm
okay, like what? Are you gonna do something? You know, like.
He doesn't need to. He's Batman.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but Batman's your all-time favorite. All right, Spider-Man's.
I love the Spider-Man.
No, okay.
Which
first
ones
three,
though?
Okay, here's the thing.
With
though.
Tobey
I
Maguire.
would like to point out something with Tobey Maguire.
He played a more true Batman. Or Batman.
Spider-Man.
Well,
We're
it's not
talking
only
about.
that. It's not only that. He was playing the Spider-Man he was given. Then Garfield was given the Spider-Man that was funnier. He was,
Except
quirky.
Smart Alec.
And then Tobey Maguire was given this darker, kind of depressing, Spider-Man. We obviously love Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man more because he made us laugh. Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man didn't. But they still stayed true. Yeah, he made us cry like that. But
Tobey
he still
Maguire's
stayed
Venom.
true to... Also, Tobey Maguire a lot of the times plays a lot of the same characters, and so he was probably bringing that into it. I don't know him.
And they're also remaking it again.
Yeah,
I don't know how that's gonna be. I'm tired of the remakes. Like, just Andrew Garfield did such a good job, and that should have been kept into it. Like, it's the whole thing of politics of like Sony owns Spider-Man and not Marvel. Like Marvel owns the character, but Sony owns the rights to his movies, and so they're trying to move that back towards I think it was Marvel Studios to get that film done. So there's that whole reason why they have to redo it and stuff. Like this whole thing with the new Fantastic Four. Holy shit! Like, oh god, I don't know how I feel about this new one.
I don't know how I feel about it either. I don't.
I'm
And it's
skeptical.
not because they changed the color race of people.
No,
in the
I'm
movie.
just very skeptical.
I just
because
don't like.
It doesn't seem like what we knew and what we know. I feel like this newer adaptation of the Fantastic Four is like the new canon. Like,
I'm kind of nervous for the guy who's playing Mr. Fantastic because he plays a lot of the movies that he's played in before, a lot of party movies. So I'm curious to see how he's going to play this. Well,
very serious character.
pretty
Yeah.
much. And so I think he's going to do well, but I'm not. Of course, I'm going to see the movie. Probably.
It's not a theater.
I mean, it's probably not like.
That's a red box for me.
Well, it could be a theater movie, but probably not midnight premiere, like we would normally do.
No,
you know?
see, for me, that's not a theater movie.
Mm-mm.
It's
Probably
like
not, yeah.
Ant-Man. I'm not looking forward to Ant-Man.
I don't know.
The reason being is because it looks good, but in the trailers it like makes fun of itself.
Yeah.
And I'm just like I don't know.
Yeah,
Like
if you know Ant-Man, that is what Ant-Man is.
I know,
He's
but
a very comical
See, I
character.
don't know
like,
Ant-Man.
Yeah, so he's a very comical, sarcastic character, and so that's why I'm not like super excited, but it looks good. It looks like it's gonna be a great movie, and so that's why I'm excited to see it. Yeah,
like
he's a great
Todd.
actor. He's a very good actor. Mike.
I don't know.
Or no,
It'll be
Mike.
interesting.
What's his name
I think
again?
we're streaming, podcasting. Yeah.
Do they need you? Why?
Bye.
Yeah, but Marvel has been doing very well in their movies.
Oh,
Marvel
their Marvel's whole lineup is
Yeah.
looking extremely healthy and very, very well thought out. Like the new Doctor Strange that's supposed to come out, Black Panther's supposed to come out.
With Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah, Doctor Strange, Benedict. That's gonna be popular just because
That's
of
gonna be
Benedict.
very good.
Yep.
They got Black Panther slotted. They got another Thor coming out. The new Captain America 3.
I hope that one's good.
Captain
too.
America
The
3
last Thor movie wasn't good.
Really the Dark World.
He
I-
didn't like
I
the girl.
hated that
He
movie.
didn't like Natalie Portman.
Oh,
in
but
it.
that's Natalie. Dude, come on. It's Padme all
No,
over
no,
again.
no, not her.
Oh.
Not her.
No,
I
no,
hated
not
her
her.
character.
I
Oh well,
couldn't
yeah.
think. Because it was the
Oh,
whole thing of she say this really smart thing, and then that was that.
Yeah,
She was
I
literally
forgot.
there to say a random scientific phrase that people were like, I don't know if that's a legitimate thing, but people were in the series are like, that makes total sense.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know what you're saying, but it worked.
Yeah, but I do like Natalie Portman, and I think she did good at her role. Don't disagree. And so
I'm not allowed to disagree. She was amazing. She
she
did.
was wonderful and
She's a good actor.
fantastic,
I'm not
No, she's
I'm
a
not
good
dogging
actress,
on
yeah.
her.
Yeah,
I just hated
it's
her
the
part.
character. Yeah.
Yeah,
But I heard it was a great
I
movie. I
like-
haven't seen it.
I like her.
you haven't seen it?
Mm-mm.
It's just
We have it on HBO.
And
so I
they
can just
played
watch it.
in the Redstone.
Oh yeah, the
into-
soul. I think it's the anger.
Oh
stone
yeah, because they're putting all
for the
those-
gauntlet.
Yeah, I'm excited for those all.
For
Yeah.
the Infinity Gauntlet. Yeah.
Mhm. Excited for that.
But yeah, so they have that new Thor coming out too, Ragnarok, Captain America: Civil War, which is going to be huge because it's a huge breaking point for most of the Marvel series. So like that's when you're seeing if they're going to get the same characters, they get Robert Downey Jr. and Scott Evans. Is that his name?
Chris.
Chris Evans, Scott Evans, Chris Evans. You get them, and like they have to clash because that's how the characters work. So that's going to be interesting to see. They have that. They have Avengers 3 coming out for the Infinity series. They have Guardians of the Galaxy 2, which I was surprised at how much I loved the first one.
Oh my gosh, I love the.
I
Like-
loved the first one until the end.
To the end.
Where they were
The
like,
end.
Oh, the cheesy.
The end was so cheesy.
Let me hold
Everyone
your hand.
grabbing
Yeah.
each other's
Well,
hands
it's-
and
it's the whole idea of the destruction crystal. That's why, and you have.
it
I
was
mean,
a cheesy edge.
It is a
It
bit
was
cheesy,
like-
but
It was like, oh wait, you haven't seen the ending of Avatar.
to which
Oh,
Avatar?
don't tell me!
Airbender.
Don't tell
Avatar:
me!
The Last Airbender.
Don't tell me!
That
Oh, the original Avatar.
love the series.
Wait! Original Avatar.
The only
or-
Avatar. There's no other avatars.
There's the
There's no.
There's
movie.
no movie.
Legend of Korra.
I haven't seen it.
Okay, never mind. Okay, so
but-
the original Avatar. Okay.
Yeah, the original Avatar. Love the series up until the very end. I
Yeah,
but
hate
you won't spoil
it.
it.
Cheesy things.
I know
like
that's me too. I
No,
love
okay.
cheesy stuff.
both with
And it's not
food
just cheesy.
and
It's not
movie
just
and
cheesy.
shows.
It's the fact that like they had such a solid story with a rushed ending.
Mhm.
And
Maybe
that's
they
what
were in a
kills it.
hurry.
Mhm.
That's what kills me is when it's like
Maybe they
there's
had
so
other
much you
things
could
to
have
do.
done still, and you just rushed the ending. You were like, this movie's too long. Make another movie. People will watch it. Make another what's it called? Season.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah,
Uh,
that's true.
Yeah, so I don't know. I love Marvel. I love
Okay.
superheroes just in general because it's the whole thing of, thinking, oh, what if I had superpowers? And how you feel like after you come out of the movies, how
Mhm.
you're like, oh, I can fly. No, I
Yeah,
can't.
yeah.
But if I could.
I could if I made a lot of money
Yeah,
and built
if I
an
made-
Iron Man suit.
If
Right,
I
right,
knew
right.
more.
Yeah, I don't. I'm thoroughly excited to see what is coming up soon.
Mhm.
I have-
Talking about coming up soon.
Oh, there's so many things.
So now that we're kind of more into that, so Comic-Con did happen, guys. That was.
We didn't go.
How many?
I didn't-
I'm really mad we didn't go. How many days ago was
knew
that?
so many people that went. It was actually really annoying.
How many
People
days
went
ago was
from
that?
my work that I didn't. It was last weekend.
Oh yeah.
So many people at my work went that I didn't know would go, kind of thing.
Mhm.
I was like
I wasn't even
surprised.
working.
I was surprised. We were in Capitola.
We could have gone.
We could have gone. It was in San Diego.
Could
We
have,
should
yeah,
just
could have gone.
San Diego. There's beaches there.
There's the beaches there.
But it was 2 that were really big for me, which is surprising. There should be 3, but I'm not too excited about the third one.
Hold on. I'm trying to find the
I
one that
know
we're
which
looking
one
for.
You know,
God
do you
damn
know
it.
what 3 I'm talking about? Do you
I
know
do.
me that well to know what
I
3 I'm
do.
talking about?
I think the first one is Deadpool trailer.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
the
One
second
for one.
one is the Suicide Squad trailer.
Two.
Alright, hold on. Here you
2 for
go.
2.
'Cause
And the one that you're not so excited about is the Batman vs Superman.
Nope.
whoa,
No.
hold on, bro. Because that one looks pretty dope.
No. I'm excited for that one, but that's not my top 3.
Okay, so hold on. Hold the.
What's your top 3?
I don't think you know what the third one is even
Warcraft?
happening. Yeah.
Okay, hold
Yeah,
the.
you
phone.
only said
that
Yeah,
because
I
I
saw
only know
it.
because it's written on the computer.
Okay, yeah.
Cheater.
So give me 2 seconds. I'm trying to fix it.
I
Okay.
know. I said the Batman vs Superman.
So
No, not that excited for Warcraft. Warcraft's above Batman and Superman.
Oh.
So of course, there's a whole bunch of movies coming out, and this is one of them, which is the Deadpool movie. Hold on, I'm just making sure everything's okay. Cool. It's the bootleg trailer because they haven't released a trailer yet. Oh, whoops!
Yep.
Hold on, let me get that out of the game of the conference. That is not right.
Green.
I'm really excited for this because there's a lot of talk of, oh, it's gonna be PG-13, and I was just like, well, that
No,
blows
it's
the whole
gonna be
movie.
R.
That blows the whole movie, and I was like, wait a minute, they can't do that.
That's mute.
We're not supposed to hear it?
Yeah.
No, we have
If you play it, then the stream will be taken down
Oh.
Yeah.
for
Okay.
copy infringements.
Um,
And all that fun stuff.
but I'm really excited for this because they stayed true to the character. They're keeping the R rating, which is gonna make it more.
Yeah,
more
I
realistic to
love
the character.
the little trailer they had to be like, oh yeah, it's gonna be PG-13. It's gonna be like we really want to make it a children friendly, family friendly movie, and then it shows Deadpool like walking in the background. He smashes the dude in the head. It's like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
gonna be PG. Like that
It
was
can't
funny.
be.
It's Deadpool. It can't be PG-13.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Ryan Reynolds. Really excited for him to play Deadpool.
I think he's gonna do a good job. He's gonna do great, and I think he's gonna become the staple for
What
Deadpool.
the bad guy is Ajax?
I believe so.
Do we know? Do we know?
I believe it's Ajax. Yeah. I would pull up the chat, but I don't know. I believe it is Ajax though. So that is gonna be
I'm
really
excited for
good.
that.
I can't wait for that.
Just
It's gonna be
because
really fun.
Reynolds is probably one of the only people that can pull off a good Deadpool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just the way
And
he
I
acts
love
and
how
everything, too.
in the trailer there's that one part where he breaks the fourth wall. He's like looks at the camera, he's like, cue the music, and the music starts playing.
Yeah.
So good.
Oh yeah.
I expect it to be 2016.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Which is good. Like, and that's why I like that they do that too, because then it's always staying true to the comics and to the character itself, and so there's never going to be a moment where you're like, well, that was not true to the comic at all. So, and you know, it does get much more graphic, but we're all adults here, so we can all handle that. It's not going to be bad.
Yeah.
So there is that. That is definitely one that I'm thoroughly looking forward to.
Mhm.
I wasn't like the biggest Deadpool fan at first, and then I started kind of learning more about him and like just
I think
seeing
a lot of
everything.
people are like that.
Yeah.
A lot of
Mhm.
people are kind of bandwagoning into Deadpool
Mm-hmm.
since the Marvel Capcom movies.
Yeah, you mean the Marvel the games? You mean the games or the movies? You said the Marvel Capcom movies.
Marvel vs. Capcom game. Thank you.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, like, I just didn't really know too much about his character until like things started coming out more like actively, like
Yeah.
like the cartoons and everything,
But-
and so
And there's nothing wrong with that.
yeah,
Because there's like, I mean, I don't get why people are like, it's the whole like, I knew them back when it was this issue of
Mhm.
Marvel, blah, blah,
Mhm.
The
blah, blah.
hipster. I knew this. I was doing this before you.
It's like,
were.
be like happy that your favorite character is gaining popularity.
yeah, exactly.
This is something
Oh.
that you can. Way to go. You can now share with the people around you because it's starting to become so popular.
Mhm.
It's starting to become something people are loving, and so.
Yeah, and that's what I'm loving about all of these newer like newer renditions of these heroes coming out and these villains and everything, because now people of the newer generation can come into it and be like, oh my god, this is what you were like growing up with, and it's like, yeah, like look at this. This is what I love. Like, this is my passion, kind of thing, So, and then of course you have this. We have Suicide Squad. Now,
Yeah.
I'm kind of like on the fence about this because I don't know too much about Suicide Squad. It's never been my thing. I'm interested to see how the characters are going to play out because the only people I really know in terms of the characters are Harley Quinn, Joker, and Deadshot. The other characters I don't really know anything about. I remember I was doing some research on it earlier today and seeing one of the comic book covers for one of the issues, and I don't remember which issue it was, but I saw Deathstroke on it, and I was like, wait a minute, what? I thought he wasn't part of it, and so I got a little bit confused, but I remember reading about it and seeing that there's this whole roster of different characters that fall under the Suicide Squad, so it definitely looks like a great movie, though. It's going to be good. I was kind of surprised at Will Smith being casted as Deadshot, because as far as I know, Deadshot is a white guy? I mean, I could be wrong.
Hey.
I mean, I know, and that's the thing.
Same with the Human Torch.
Exactly. So they're more than welcome. Like, that's cool. They can do whatever they want. Like, it's as long as it's a good movie.
And it's a good thing that they got a decently big name to play a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Play a role.
Yeah, because then they kind of builds up the.
My issue with Deadshot
more so.
is his costume looks very much like Deadpool, and his name looks. A lot of people are like, who that don't know Deadshot are like, who's this? He's just a wannabe Deadpool kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that's an issue that I see that could arise. But then again, a lot of superheroes look like a lot of superheroes. A lot of villains look like a lot of villains.
Recently, that was comparing all the Marvel and DC, and it was like lining them up next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
And it's interesting.
They all have counterparts.
Similarities. It's all the counterparts of, and so, but at the same time, it's superheroes and villains and fighting and powers and I like the Joker and Harley Quinn and.
Dude, I'm excited. What is your take on Jared Leto, the new Joker?
I don't know, because I'm curious how that's gonna work. Is like, because I don't know, I just couldn't picture it at first. I don't know. I'm up in the air with this because I don't really know Jared Leto's repertoire in terms of film. I know he did a great job in what movie was that? He got the Oscar for one of it. I forgot the name of the movie.
I don't know.
I'm
usually the
movie buff, and like I don't remember what movie it was.
I'm like watching the trailer too much.
Yeah, and for me though, I'm like also kind of like, okay, well, Joker didn't have tattoos ever, and then now he's got tattoos, and then it's like, and that's where that's
a lot of people's issue.
That's where I'm a bit skeptical. But it looks great.
I like it is because they changed Batman's suit. They changed the way that
so it's
all
gotta
these
be,
others, and it's a very modern kind of crazy character.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I think it works.
I don't like the girls though. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, no, the girls are kind of too much. But then again, Heath Ledger's Joker had screwed up teeth, but all Jokers had screwed up teeth.
Yeah.
I don't see why they would be considered about taking care of their teeth. It's Joker.
Oh, whoops! I forgot the.
Well, he's got damage tattooed on his forehead.
I don't like that one.
Yeah, that's the only one I don't like.
That's weird.
I love.
I actually kind of like it.
I don't like the font. The font really bothers me.
You don't like it as a tattoo.
Drop the Lurker.
No, I just don't like the font.
Or Drop the Lurker, or okay, that's Johnny Hunter, who's gonna probably play with us here a little bit later. He's as a tattoo. I feel like the tats are a little cheesy too. Yeah, that's what I think.
So Man versus really excited about Suicide Squad there.
Man versus Game had a point with a lot of people don't like his tattoos because they're tattoos that a Joker fan would have.
Yeah, exactly.
But I tend to disagree because he has the laughing. That's just laughing. That's like the Riddler having question marks all over him.
Yeah.
He has his smile, which a lot of people get things important about them tattooed on their bodies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's got an old school jester, like that he's called the Joker.
Things that represent the Joker in itself.
So I don't fully agree. I understand how people are like, they're kind of cheesy tattoos. Yeah, I don't know, but I'm also a tattoo fan. I love tattoos.
Fun.
Mm-hmm. Edgy emo
Another
titty.
thing, another thing, superheroes are supposed to be cheesy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is true.
It's
That's true.
the whole thing. Oh, this is so cheesy. That's the
It's
cheesy.
how he. It's really gonna be
Yeah.
on how he acts.
It's
His look is
cheesy.
one thing, but it's a lot of
Yeah.
it in
I
how
think
he
the
acts.
acting is where it's gonna
I
land
like
it.
what I saw in the trailer, like the very end with the little whatever those things were. I don't actually
I'm
know
not
where
gonna
they
kill
were.
you.
Yeah,
This is just gonna hurt a lot.
a lot. Like that
Yeah.
whole thing. Like that's very Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
Exciting.
that
I
is true.
wasn't excited for it because I mean, if it was the Joker's laugh, it wasn't a very Joker-esque laugh that they showed in the trailer.
I don't remember it. I'm gonna be honest.
It was. I mean, it was kind of in the background, so it wasn't like
Mhm.
his laugh because
Yeah.
that would have been too much. But if it was, then I don't know if I like his laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the video with? Not Heath Ledger. Who's the guy who played Luke
What?
in Star Wars?
Oh, Mark Hamill.
Oh,
Thank
Mark
you,
Hamill.
Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
And you know how he voices a lot of the Joker.
Yeah, for like the video games
Have
and
you
the
seen the
TV
video
series.
of how he'll go from Luke to the Joker?
Nope.
We'll watch it later.
Watch it.
That's
Yeah,
a really
watch
good
it.
video to watch because it shows the different character that he does. Yeah.
Don't mind it. But yeah, so I mean, I'm kind of up in the air with it. It looks like it's gonna be a good movie, so I'll just wait until it comes out. This one though, I feel like it's gonna be pretty good. I'm thoroughly excited for this. I don't know why you're not, but I think it's gonna be pretty cool. And this is Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice. For me, I'm excited because it's taking the new Superman, which was really good, and I like him a lot.
Man of Steel
Yes.
was
The
really
new
good.
Superman was fantastic, and the actor who plays him is phenomenal. Does a
And
great
the way
job.
that they did the fight scenes were how he would fight.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like they were flying across the planet, smashing everything.
Yeah,
That is
and
he
how
fought.
he's not like just this hard ass. Like he's always gonna get hurt too. You know, like he's gonna have a hard time fighting. But I love this. This is. I like the fact that Ben Affleck was casted for Batman because at first I was kind of skeptical, but the way he looks for it, he has the physique for it. He has the acting for it too, and he's just and the new suit looks great. Like he's gonna do. I think he's gonna do a fantastic job. And
Yeah,
so,
people were worried because he didn't do a very good job as Daredevil.
yeah,
But he himself had said he didn't know who the hell Daredevil was.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a really old character that just doesn't. But I like this newer Batman that's coming out because it feels a bit more like the older Batman, where it's
Yeah.
like the shortened horns and like just the look of it, you know. I'm really excited, and plus it's. I mean, okay, if you're really put to fight, if you're gonna put Batman and Superman in a fight, Superman is gonna kick Batman's ass.
But no. But Batman has beaten Superman.
Oh no, and
He does
I
win in
have
the comics.
I have seen that. I have seen that and stuff like that. It's just legitimately, you know, I feel
Yeah,
like
he needs his suit.
yeah, he needs a suit, and so if he doesn't have a suit, he's fucked. Like, you know,
But Batman
I
could
really
beat
hope-
the new recent Superman
exactly.
because in the recent comic, Superman has lost his powers.
Oh yeah, no, he totally lost his power.
He's just a really strong guy now.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I'm excited. I really want Batman to win.
I think he will for the sake of Justice League.
Yeah, the only thing that kind of I'm not worried about, but
Shut
is one of the thing is a lot of people know the ending. Unless they're gonna change the fact that he wins.
But then if he does, they're gonna piss off a lot.
I know, it's like one of those
Comic
it's-
book reader.
Well,
they're treading on already like shaky ground.
yeah. Well, I think what they're gonna do too is it's gonna be, it's not gonna be so much him winning. It's gonna be like them coming to like a quote unquote draw, and then
that's
like
kind of how it was last time anyway in the comics.
I'm excited for Wonder Woman.
yeah, that I'm excited for too. Like, I
You're
think
not
that's cool that they brought her in and they chose somebody like Gal Gadot who's not extremely known, but she's built for it. She looks more like a Wonder Woman instead of choosing someone like Megan Fox and shit. Like those were the rumors that were flying around, you know. And
Yeah.
it's like, nope, this is who we want.
And I like Wonder Woman. I think
No,
yeah.
I'm just
This part's so sick. I love this.
I'm worried that the Superman Batman will have the feel that the Last Avengers had for me. The Last Avengers had a feel of this is almost an advertisement for the next few movies we're coming out with.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
You know, as
I don't
opposed
know.
of hey, this is an Avenger movies. Let's introduce characters that might get movies. It felt like a hey, this is a character. He's gonna have his own movie, so we're gonna give him some few lines that describe why he deserves a movie, while you're expecting an Avengers movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm I'm not like as excited as I am for like Deadpool or Suicide Squad,
Mm-hmm.
but I am excited because I love Batman.
Yeah, Batman's your
and-
favorite.
Yeah. Batman.
Well, he's gonna be cool though.
This is true. But I don't know. I think it'll be good.
Play headphones or breaking.
I'm excited for that. Like that's probably one of my next few movies to watch. Now this next one that was announced at Comic-Con, well, I think Josh has a lot to say about this one, so we'll kind of just throw it up on vid and let him talk his thing, because I personally don't know too much about Warcraft. And of course, so yes, we're talking about Warcraft, the Warcraft movie. I never played Warcraft that much as a kid. I played it a little bit. I'm more of the StarCraft kind of guy, so this is more of your realm, Josh. What is it that you're very worried about and everything?
Okay. Here's the thing. Casual gamer. She asked me, "WoW, like WoW? No, WoW is the World of Warcraft,
Mm-hmm.
based off of the original game Warcraft.
Okay.
Warcraft is like I guess you can say it's like StarCraft, where you have your base, you build units, build buildings, kind of thing. And it's based like this, and it got so popular, somebody made a mod for the game called World of Warcraft.
Okay.
And then that's what turned into the MMO.
Okay.
The movie is pretty much, from what I heard, pretty much like the start of the Warcraft series, which is really cool, and everyone's been really excited and wanting to see and have made. But people are worried because of the more realistic look that they're giving they're not going like cartoony, which is what Warcraft looks like. That making these cartoony characters into like a semi-realism is gonna look horrible.
Right. Hold on.
With like because the CG.
Right.
Personally, I don't know much about the movie itself.
I don't either.
Just because it's one of those low radar, rumor-esque kind of things. I'm excited for it just because I do love the Warcraft games, and I do love the World of Warcraft. I played that for years. Off and on for years. I was never a super hardcore World of Warcraft player. I only hit max level like twice in my life. It was like the first vanilla, and then it was the latest one. I don't even remember the name.
Warlords of Draenor?
Warlords of Draenor.
How do I remember that? How do you play WoW? Come on.
I haven't played it in a
Bullshit.
while. I'm trying to
Jesus.
suppress the urge to play those games again. That's why I'm playing Final Fantasy. I need an MMO. I'm one of those gamers. I don't need to play MMOs a lot, but I need the option to play an MMO.
MMO?
MMMs? So that's why I play. That's why I'm playing Final Fantasy. You can use Final Fantasy with me.
Well, as far as we know, I mean, I don't know too much about it either, but the plot is based off of the actual Warcraft game. So it's like the battle between. I think it's the battle between of. I was gonna say Demacia.
Demacia.
It's the battle between the two factions. I have no idea how it's gonna turn out. I actually haven't seen the actual trailer. I don't think they actually released one yet. They did that whole 360 trailer. Doesn't really show much. It only shows you Stormwind.
I'm not on Behemoth, and my Warcraft tag wasn't anything about Pika Pandas actually. It was like Theros.
What?
Oh yeah, it was Theros.
It uses my go-to any form of adventure game name is Akaros or Theros.
That is
Even
true.
in Dungeons and Dragons, my character is Neil Theros.
Yep.
Gotcha. Now, the highlight of my day. Oh, God.
Oh, and I just now realized you're talking about Final Fantasy, not WoW. Final Fantasy, we play on Genova.
Oh.
I'm like thinking Warcraft and
Yeah.
forgot I had mentioned Final Fantasy. Yeah, no, I play on
Yeah.
Genova.
But yeah, Mr. Pika Panda
its
and
house.
Ayaki actually they both play it. They both play the
Yeah.
Final Fantasy. So, you guys should add each other. You know,
Scote.
of Ted from I don't. Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute. But what I am thoroughly excited for is this. It is the new Star Wars movie. Now, this was the official trailer leaked from Comic-Con. Not leaked. They revealed this. I liked. Whoa, what the fuck is going on? Hold up. What happened?
You broke everything.
I broke it.
You're on twice. You're
What?
famous.
Hold on, guys. Give me a second.
You got double
That's
coverage.
really awkward. What the hell happened? Hold on,
Dun
guys.
dun 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 dun. All right, no more. Too much.
Son of a butt. Hang on.
Sorry.
What the
No
hell
yawning.
happened?
Yawning's not allowed. Drink your
Sorry.
drink. What did you drink? What did you drink? Ew.
Why did it change?
What? You know what? Just.
Oh shit! What did I do? I broke it. No.
Way to go, Josh.
Sorry, guys. We're having technical difficulties.
Way to go. I would like. To
We're
put
not having.
voices
We're
all-
fine.
I haven't
My hands
technical
haven't touched
difficulties here.
anything.
Hang on. Hold the
I just keep
phone.
knocking my mic stand over. I need a
You're
new
gonna
mic
drop it
stand.
on socket.
So
He's the one that knocked it over yesterday.
Sorry, folks. Give me like a hot minute here. I'm fixing it real quick. That was really weird why it did that. Why the fuck did it do that? I think it's because I minimized it. I don't know what happened.
No, I'm too
You're
lazy.
so lazy. You're so lazy.
Okay.
But what is your
There we
overall
go.
opinion of? Because I knew the
Super
Star
Got
Wars,
Got it. There you go. Nice.
the
So-
Star Wars series was originally planned to be 9 movies.
Well, first off, let me see how excited I am. I love what they're doing. The fact that they're adding to the newer part of it. So that kind of answers your question. I like that there's more of this fantastic universe and this very deep story that's out there. And it's new people, it's new characters, it's newer faces, it's newer technology and everything too. And what the review they're talking
I
about here
like
at
the new Stormtroopers.
Yeah.
the new Stormtroopers are sick, and I think what I like about this the most too is that I was watching this trailer and they're talking about, you know what, we're coming back to our roots, to what the original trilogy was, where it's animatronics, it's people in costumes, it's full blown sets instead of this 3D world that 1 through 3 lived in.
Yeah.
And granted, 1 through 3 was amazing. I loved the 1 through 3 series, and they did such a great job with that. And this just kind of brings me back to my childhood and what I love about Star Wars. So the fact that they're kind of really pushing for this is huge. Like, it's going to be such a fantastic movie. There's so much hype around it already. Like, at first I was kind of skeptical. I was like, all right, 7, like, how is this going to be? Like, J.J. Abrams is known for his lens flares, but from what they're seeing, it just looks so good, you know? It has so much potential to be this amazing hit film, and what they were saying, what Mark Hamill was saying, and not just Mark Hamill, what's his name? Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford was saying this at Comic-Con, or not? Oh, I think it was in this. He was like, you know what? These new 3 young actors that are the main characters aren't gonna be who they thought they were gonna be anymore. They're gonna be the new faces of Star Wars, and they are gonna become legends, just like Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, not Diane Fisher. What's her name? Carrie Fisher have been. And so there is so much potential for this to be the next leg of where the Star Wars universe is going. So I am thoroughly excited. Still slightly a bit skeptical because it is a newer expansion of the universe that through the books and like comics and everything.
Yeah.
There's just not too much canon and everything. So I can't see the chat, which sucks.
I'm gonna watch the movies. Absolutely,
Oh, yeah.
I'll watch anything Star Wars. You created, I'll watch it. I'm praying that's gonna be a good movie.
It has to be.
And I think a lot of it too. I think a lot of it too is what you go like.
Stop putting your thing.
Sorry.
I think a lot of it too is like what you take into it. Like when you go see it, like your expectations, like because you're hoping for it to be good. But for me, I'm like I know it's gonna be good. You know, like
It's
having
like
that much
it's
faith
like
in it. You know,
the Hobbit movies or any of the Lord of the Rings.
Mm-hmm.
They're incredibly cheesy. They're like,
They're amazing.
I mean, it's like a superhero movie. They're cheesy, but don't expect it not to, like, you know.
Oh yeah, no,
No,
of
it's gonna
course.
be like that. It's a Star Wars movie. Expect a Star Wars movie and enjoy it for the reason that Star Wars is good.
Mm-hmm.
I can't reach.
Amazing.
What's your question?
What's your question?
So what's up?
You have a
Of course,
he's had
please ask
a new
me.
question.
You're more than
awesome.
welcome to ask us. What's up?
Please do.
Yeah, I can't fucking wait.
It's just one of those
So
like,
many
yeah,
good
no,
movies.
expect it to be a Star Wars movie. It's gonna be fantasy. It's gonna have a bajillion and a half aliens.
Is it 7? I'd rather went with the storyline. Okay, but isn't the Skywalker the? Oh, I see what you're saying.
Since Disney expanded the universe, I'd rather have them storyline with Skywalker lineage. Like, okay, that is a very good point. But again, you got to think about how big the universe itself is. It is very expansive. There's all kinds of different stories in the Star Wars universe, and the way that Disney's taking it is they're sticking to the I forgot which storyline they're sticking to.
And not only that, they've done so many games based off of the Old Republic that they're, you know,
so that's already been touched on. So like, because granted, it's more for the gamer and like gamer community, but it's out there already. And if they kind of go back into that,
in reality, that the people playing those games are the ones watching the movie.
Exactly, that's more of what it is. So, what's your thought on Spider-Man getting rid of Tom Holland? I don't even know who that is. Hold on, let me see who that is now.
Let me Google.
I
recognize.
We talked about this a little bit earlier. About the whole like changing from the new Spider-Man to doing all the new Marvel movies.
Ah, this guy.
Yep.
Who is that?
I don't even know who he is. IMDb.
I've never seen him before. He looks like a baby.
Let's see. Hold on. On IMDb, he was in Locke with Tom Hardy.
Never seen it.
Yeah, he's not very well known. So.
I think for me personally, I'm just curious of what Spider-Man they're going to give him. Like we were saying, like I was saying earlier, of how they had Tobey Maguire kind of play the more depressing, just kind of down Spider-Man, and then Andrew Garfield he played the quirky, funny Spider-Man. I'm curious to see what type of Spider-Man he'll play. Hopefully he's good. I don't really know the actor, but you never know. He could do really good. He could do really bad. But
it's up in the air. I mean, for me, what I'm waiting for to kind of really have a say on it is with the trailer. Like, give me a trailer, show me what it's gonna look like, then I'll make my decision. Then, with what you're saying, Sidekick, it technically they are making money off nostalgia, but you got to think about how long it's been. You gotta,
and it's like 1 and 3 were bad plot wise, and a lot of the actors were bad.
Oh, you've only seen 1 and 3.
But if you go graphics wise and fight scenes, compare the fight scenes of the original 3 to the fight scenes of 1 and 3.
1 and 3.
They were phenomenal.
1 and 3
in 1
was
and 3.
like the most detailed fights ever.
Yoda
Count
jumping
Dooku.
off the walls, fighting Count Dooku, and then fighting the Emperor Palpatine in Coruscant.
Great, yeah.
Like, those were sweet fights. You're not typing.
Oh.
There you go. There you go.
But I still think they're gonna do a very good job. And you gotta think too, because like EA just came out with they're releasing Battlefield this year, or Battlefront. Oh my god, I can't believe I said that. Shame on me. They're releasing Battlefront this year. Like, that's big that they're pushing out a new Star Wars game, because the most recent Star Wars games are just kind of, like, they are very lackluster, and they're trying to revive it because they know
I want
that
another.
That was another game I really enjoyed.
they know that the community wants it. Like, there's a lot of people out there who are looking for more Star Wars, and for those who grew up with the original trilogy are going to get that with the new stuff. So they're like, again, they're trying to stay true to that with the way that they're shooting this film. So it's gonna be more of an homage to what the original was. So I think that's how I see it, and that's why I'm thoroughly excited for it. Like honestly, I was so I saw it I think yesterday, and like I don't know what happened. I got on my computer today and like had this like weird Star Wars hype. I was gonna play some Star Wars games, and then like I pulled out my phone and like got new Star Wars ringtones and stuff. So
That was awesome. Random psychic that made me happy.
no
when
special
you just
effects.
said,
No special effects.
How were they special then? Yeah.
No, it's understandable.
They're still
I get
considered
that.
special effects, or I guess the more considered CGI, which is the new name for special effects. But it was the whole in the original with the props. They had such limited CGI that the fight scenes were limited to what movements they can like the choreography itself had to be limited. Whereas
CGI
now, they're with just the cinematography, the advancements they've made, they can make these bigger, grandiose fight scenes. Like take what we're talking about with the I'm reading two different things now. With like the
so
new Man and Steel, the fight scenes are so big and like they're flying across the entire
screen,
country, like blowing buildings up, and it gives you that feel of fighting with that power. You know, so I'm really hoping that they're able to do that with the more animatronic props and stuff like that. That would be really cool.
Yeah. So to
dealing
the
with high
Spider-Man
school
in it,
drama.
and Spider-Man, like he's
I'm
dealing
so
with high school
excited.
drama,
I don't
and
know
the
who
villain
the
has
villain's
not been
gonna
on the
be,
big
but I'm
screen.
excited that he's never been on the big screen, or she's never been on the big screen.
I knew that they weren't gonna do another Ben Parker dies just because everybody knows. Everyone knows
Everyone
how
knows that Ben
Spider-Man got his
Parker,
powers.
yeah.
If you haven't, there's like 6 movies on it in the
Yeah.
past 20 years.
Subpar story.
But the fight story doesn't need to be.
It doesn't have to be.
A battle doesn't. Okay, yes, they do. Take the incredibly long fight between Obi-Wan and
Darth Vader.
and I
Darth
almost forgot his name. No, not. Oh yeah, no, against Darth Maul or the fight against Anakin.
Oh yeah.
That was such a huge fight because it was such a pivotal moment of the series. It was what pretty much created
Darth Vader.
And I do think that it didn't save the movie. The movie was bad. I'm one of the ones that say the first 3 were bad.
Yeah, 1, 2, and 3 were
Like they were amazing when I was
They were
kids
great,
because of all
but they
the
weren't,
effects.
like-
But plot wise,
Yeah,
they
they're
were
not great as
they
plot
were
wise.
loopy movies. The acting was subpar.
acting was so bad. Let's just be honest.
Anakin was horrible.
Anakin,
Oh my
yeah.
goodness. Like,
Anakin.
Padme was no better.
Starting. She hadn't gotten there yet.
You're breaking my heart, Annie.
You are anymore.
But it's one of those ones. If they can add the incredibly better CGI that was in 1 and 3 with the plot structure and just the solid base of the original 3, then 7 has a chance of being a very good movie.
And I think again that's why it has that chance of it.
Yeah. I think that's most with CGI. Imagine this thing.
But to be honest, that's most movies now.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
TV series and movies, they're almost
It's all the same
all
thing,
green
yeah.
screened. Like you'd be surprised how much green screen is in movies nowadays.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
And then to Amazing J5.
Yeah, it's a J,
Amazing
yeah.
J5. You kind of just got me excited about the Spider-Man movie, knowing it's not going to be super depressing and it'll be funny, and
That's
so
good.
I'm
That's good.
curious. I'm curious.
but-
Can't wait for the trailer and can't wait for any superhero. I'm gonna get excited about because
With-
it's superhero.
With the Spider-Man though, Spider-Man is a depressing superhero.
Kind of. I mean, yeah, to some extent.
Yeah.
He's sarcastic and whatnot. He makes light of it, but a lot of his issues that he
background?
deals with is dark.
Oh yeah, like it was
Like he
technically his fault that his uncle died,
and
and
he's the one that kills
Hold on.
his.
You want to swap? I'm not done with Star Wars. Last thing I want to say about it is, since they have.
Oh yeah, no, I totally agree with you though.
Since
Brandon.
they have-
I'm on your side.
yeah.
Yeah, and I agree. Yeah, I agree with you too. Like, yeah, we all know what good and bad green screen looks like. So everyone's gonna be cautious. So it's always good to have that cautious side when it comes to movies and everything like that, especially when it comes to newer canon. and like trying to revive series. But what I think what has my faith so much into this new movie, is the fact that they have the original cast not only in it, but they have them as part of the production side, and I think they're helping with the writing and the directing as well. So there's much more, yeah. So there's much more foundation for them to start with and to continue with. Thank you, Alan Isma, for joining and following. Yeah. So let's to kind of get over to the Spider-Man thing. I don't know, man. That's cool. I think that's cool. That they're bringing in like more of a witty kind of character and funny and strong than the original Spider-Man, where he's kind of like, oh man, everyone's dead, and like, okay, well, time to be a superhero kind of thing. So
Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I kind of feel bad for Tobey Maguire because he probably gets so much crap about that character, and he's like, I've just tried to do what they told me to do.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's one of those things of I hope the guy who does Spider-Man, I hope he does it justice, and superheroes, yay.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll do. I'm sure he'll do a good job as long as they got a good director and good producer behind it. And of course, you have great effects to follow that through. The newer Spider-Mans with Andrew Garfield were phenomenal. So I'm kind of that's my bar right now. I like
the second one far better than I like the first one.
Oh yeah, no. The second one was much better.
The first one was towards the end was bad.
Spider-Man was always a cool hair that came out as a dorky. Yeah, like what is.
I'm thinking it. I don't know if it'll be Gwen Stacy.
I kind of like the Gwen Stacy. I'm kind of mad that they killed her off in the newer one.
Wow.
I'm so happy they did it though. And fun fact, they did it in the same outfit that she had on in the comic book when she died. And so when they killed her, she was in.
So in the trailer, when people saw her that's kind of also instantly, a little bad. When they showed her in the trailer in that outfit, people were like, "Boom, she's gonna die."
Yeah. Isn't it Felicia Hardy is a love interest? Black Cat.
Yes, no.
I thought Black Cat was a love interest.
She's kind of
thing with Catwoman.
Yeah, she's kind of like Catwoman. Where it's like, are they?
Yeah.
Well, no, it's the whole like
the
they
Batman
kind of get together,
yeah.
but they don't.
Yeah.
She's a bad guy. She can't get with a good guy.
She could try.
As what a dorky guy thought was cool. Yeah. And I don't know. I think you have to think of him as kind of a dorky guy because he is. He's this really smart guy, and he's.
And not to diss on Tom Holland because he's a more attractive guy than I am, but he does look like kind of a wimpy, geeky, pretty boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then it's gonna have to be. I think that's gonna be more the MJ thing then, if that's the case.
Yeah. So it does work well with if they're going with the more geeky, which I don't know if I like because Spider-Man wasn't really a geek. He was kind of a jock.
He was a jock, but he was also
really
a very smart jock.
I don't know.
He was a jock.
I mean,
he was like varsity jacket all the time. He was just smart.
Yeah, but I remember the older Spider-Man. That's why, because I remember the older Spider-Man being the geek, like the being.
Have you ever watched like the
cartoons?
Cartoons.
Yeah, no, yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
He would play and
the jock. Yeah.
But
he had his powers.
MJ is classic. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even the look that he's doing before he became Spider-Man, he was still kind of bigger.
I just want to do a quick thank you to everyone who is watching. I really appreciate you guys joining our podcast. Again, we do this very so often. We will do our little breakdown at the end of the show, but we will still continue with our conversation for a bit. Who would you like to be the new villain?
I would like one that almost kills Spider-Man.
I think...
Oh, we can't have that in the first movie.
Why not?
I don't know.
I don't know. Because I love when that happens.
Out of all the villains, I think my favorite would probably... Mysterio's good. I don't want Kraven. Kraven was kind of meh. No Vulture either. I don't want Vulture. I want a different Doc Ock.
Didn't they like cameo or tease the fact that there might be a Sinister Six movie?
Yes.
That has like Doc Ock and
thank you, Amazing J, for throwing me a follow. Don't forget to follow Mr. Peter Panda as well. And Random, thank you guys.
I don't know who would be the villain or who I would
I
ought to be the
think
villain.
It
I
could
want.
be anybody.
It could be anybody. I want a new Doc Ock. I like Doc Ock. I don't know what it is. I like Doc Ock.
Because isn't Doc Ock the one that pretty much does kill Spider?
Almost.
First appearance.
Whoa, really?
What?
Now that okay.
Okay.
Oh
That-
yeah, I know. I heard that. I
That's
did
gonna
see-
be yes. I did hear about that.
Well, because doesn't he always want to be in
Well,
the
because
Avengers?
well,
no,
no,
because he
it's-
cameos in the Avengers a lot.
But
Okay,
because he's
okay.
part of that team, but he's gonna
Yeah.
be in the Civil War because Captain America
Yeah,
3
he's
is about the
he's
Civil
in the
War.
Civil War.
So he's
Oh.
gonna be siding with Captain America. I believe.
I forget.
In the whole line of that, I believe he sides with Captain America. No, oh yeah, Carnage. I totally forgot about it. That would be a good one. But that's just like if you think about it, Carnage is just an overgrown Venom.
you need to put Venom before you put Carnage.
Yeah.
They did have Venom.
I know, no, but he like you wanting the bad guy in this movie, you
Yeah.
need Venom. If you can put both in, I mean, put both in.
What?
Just no more
Dude.
Goblin. No more Goblin. I'm tired of Goblin.
See, but I like the Goblin.
Oh, in the Amazing Spider-Man, the guy who played Goblin did.
Oh, nice. Okay, so that means he's gonna be tied in with the Avengers. Johnny, what I was saying is, I believe that Spider-Man sides with Captain America as far as my knowledge goes with the comics. I know on Iron Man's side, I believe.
Where's your dad? Go ask him really quick.
I know my dad would know. Well, my dad hasn't really dipped into that because that's part of the newer stuff.
Yeah.
Hold on, we have computers. We can research this shit.
We have computer.
We have
The
technology.
internet.
Hang on. Let's see. Marvel Civil War sides roster. Let's see. So I can pull it up.
Yeah, we're just talking about we're talking about like all the movies, all the new
Oh, the movie.
Spider-Mans, what the heck else we were talking about? I forget now. Star Wars. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Brain.
Well, it's
Sorry.
because of Comic Con. Let's see.
All right. So Sidekick said he sided with Iron Man originally and then swapped sides.
Yes, that's true.
See,
Yeah.
but they kind of did already start the split within the party within
Yeah,
the
within the
Avengers. Yeah.
within the Avengers with the last Avenger movie.
Yeah.
Because like they were already butting heads the entire movie, and then at the end,
Well, it was kind of even
Well,
started. It was kind of even started in the first one too. I mean, granted, that's more for the team itself, but you can already see
well, yeah,
where that's
that,
gonna.
that was the whole like trying to
Mm-hmm.
And then he had remorse.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, now I remember that because I remember reading that
See,
too.
My knowledge on the whole Marvel DC is very limited. Like
Yeah,
I
that's
know
more my forte.
more than
Like,
the average Joe, but not anything to call myself.
I need to get back
a
into reading the
fan.
comics. But
Mine is definitely towards the whole anime manga side of that.
but for those of you who don't really know much about the Civil War, what it's really about is registration of superhumans. So they would be registered as, I believe, as weapons and like weapons for the government, and then the other ones are like just being free superheroes. So Captain America leading the free, and then Iron Man leading the registration side. So kind of dip into that, like check that out because it's a very, very good story. A good amount of heroes actually die too.
Yeah.
No.
Well, yeah, there was a Atomic. What was his name? There was someone.
I forgot which
pretty
character
much
it
many-
was. Yeah, he
Yeah,
exploded.
and he killed all of the superheroes and then killed himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, there's also like 1.5 million
So
universes where
many
people
different-
die and come back. And...
Yeah, like they just. I remember watching something on IGN the other day where they were talking about the ending of the actual Marvel universe itself, because they did kill off the whole universe. I think it was the Ultimate Universe they closed, or like they had a clash of Marvel Universe and Marvel Ultimate Universe, and then they collided, and then something happened, and then one of them actually lost. I think it was the Ultimate side that lost. There you go. See, this guy knows everything.
Okay, you guys are wise.
I'm glad.
Good thing
Speedball
you
and his
guys know
crew
this
accidentally
stuff.
blew up a town and killed a lot of people. It pushed a lot of registration laws, and Captain X-Men joined the Marlocks underground. Oh, that's right. Okay. See, this is why I need to have the chat in the podcast stream itself so you can actually see what we're talking about.
Well, have you seen it where they put the chat like on the stream?
But it's like green screen in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to figure out how to do that. But so for those of you who don't see the chat or who aren't part of the chat right now, Random Sidekick was saying Speedball and his crew accidentally blew up a town and killed a lot of people. It pushed a lot of registration laws, and then Captain America and the X-Men joined the Murlocs underground. Shitty part is they actually retconned the entire Civil War, so that is pretty much the start of the Civil War. Hero registration and mutant registration aren't, yeah, exactly. So
I mean, it's similar to kind of why Batman and Superman fight. Mm-hmm. People start seeing Superman as a god or as a false god, and then Batman's kind of like the whole. I mean, it's the reason why Iron Man tried so hard to get better and get stronger and have more suits. It's because the whole like humans are like we're not gonna be able to like defend ourselves against these super people. Super like beings, they're gonna, they can take over the world if they wanted to, kind of thing.
Right. Yeah, I've always sided with Cap whenever things happen like that, and that's always been my thing. Like, I think it's, for me, if I was to be part of that, I would side with Cap too, because I think it's important for the superheroes to be their own instead of being registered with like the government. So that's just my thing. Where'd Tay go?
No, it's the dogs are barking.
Okay. But yeah, I cannot wait for. There's a lot of new stuff coming out, and so I have faith in a lot of this stuff, like the new Star Wars and the new Marvel movies, all this stuff. So definitely something we can look forward to being. Very
I'm excited for it all.
So this year alone is going to be great in gaming and actual. I don't know if movies are coming out this year, except for Star Wars, which is going to be awesome.
I think
next year is the biggest year for movies.
I think they're mainly 2016.
2016 is most of the
movies. Save a lot of money. Save your
grab
money
your
now.
Friends and everything. Like, yeah, get all your friends. Take them out too.
Gift cards.
Yeah. Diablo 3 has ruined my ability to be excited for things.
Oh no.
Okay.
That's.
My thing is, a lot of people bite their own toes by. I love Total Biscuits. Whatever.
Bite their
I'm
tongues.
tired. I'm tired. I've had a little to drink. With I like Total Biscuit's standpoint on it. With the whole, a lot of people hate the fact that they have pre-ordered things. You know, like everyone pre-orders everything nowadays, and then games have been crap. Games have been total junk. Take Arkham Knight for PC.
Oh yeah, the thing.
The game was released. First of all, the company didn't even port it themselves. They outsourced it to be ported by a third-party company that didn't do a good job. Released it unfinished. It was just one of those. So many times people were just like, "Well, I'll pre-order it because I get DLC," but you bought a broken game. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, that's why you only play games like Terraria, like
because that game's never
like
broken.
Witcher.
But yeah, so.
Yeah, and that's another thing with like Amazing pointed out, like Wolverine being his last time.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason, another thing is because actors age.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like he can
Wolverine's not supposed to age.
First off, right, Wolverine's not supposed to age, and he can only play characters for so many times before they literally need to find a new actor.
Yeah.
Although it's gonna be a bummer when they do.
I know that's gonna be tough because it's hard to match what he's done so far for Wolverine. Like he's done an amazing job. Like
yeah, no,
I can't see anybody else as Wolverine anymore.
Although there was an interview with him how they weren't going to use him again because he wasn't intense enough and he wasn't doing the role justice. Yeah. So they were like, oh, like we need a new person. Then he's like, nah, screw that. I'm gonna.
I don't know, man. I feel like he has the intensity for it. Like he.
Oh yeah. That's the whole thing. It was like in the first X-Men, he wasn't angry.
Yeah, but
he wasn't the Wolverine.
But that's not him. Like it's not him not doing it. It's the writing. Like the
it was part of his acting. It was part of his acting.
Yeah.
He wasn't because I mean the writing is one thing, but he didn't act intense. He didn't act angry. Like Wolverine's always pissed off.
Yeah.
He's like the Hulk.
But
he's always angry.
Yeah. But
he was named the
but
Wolverine.
with that, That's gonna be cool if he makes.
Oh,
a
he
cameo.
better-
Deadpool.
he
That's
better
gonna be
make a
dope.
cameo
That's
in
gonna be
Deadpool.
cool if he makes a cameo. In Deadpool.
He has to because he cut off freaking Deadpool's head in one of his movies.
Yeah.
He has to make a cameo.
Yep.
Yeah. Actually got a refund and didn't play it until the console versions came out. Be really happy. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, no,
Once they ported it out to that, it got a lot better.
Yeah,
So.
and Jeremy, totally agree with you. 2014-15 has been the year of early access dubs.
But that can be. So we're gonna say that for a
Daisy,
whole.
Take H1Z1. Yeah, we can
We'll
talk
save
about
that
next.
whole early access for another podcast because that can take hours to talk about.
Yeah.
My thing is with early access thing. Why even do it? That's my thing. But we'll go with that another time. That's cool that he's confirmed. And I don't want us to go into it because it's gonna take a lot longer.
Yeah, I could go
We can
on,
go on
for
with
another
that,
hour.
so,
It's almost midnight.
But I'm glad that he's confirmed. So, but yeah, with all this to kind of wrap this things up, there's a lot of good stuff coming out next year. We've got Star Wars to look forward to at the end of this year, so be on the lookout for that. We're gonna talk about that a lot more.
All right. So one thing, what is everyone's biggest thing looking forward to, game wise, movie wise? Josh, what's your biggest thing looking forward to coming up? Or not coming up?
Movie wise, it's Star Wars. Star Wars is my biggest movie that I'm looking forward to. Game wise is really hard to choose because there's a lot I'm looking forward to. Fallout 4 is gonna be the next one. XCOM 2 is the next one. Battlefront is the next one. All this stuff. What's it called? Metal Gear Solid 5. So there's a whole bunch of stuff. What about you, Josh?
Me, shoot. Movie wise, Deadpool. Deadpool top.
Ah,
What did you do? Don't do
I
that.
keep hitting my desk and it keeps opening. Persona.
See, I never got into Personas. I want
never
to,
my thing,
but I
no.
don't know where to start. There's so many.
Well, you start with one.
And then I need to buy another system.
What else are you looking forward to,
Well,
Josh?
World of Warcraft, they're all the same universe.
Yeah.
Universe.
What
Oh gosh, it's late.
else? What else are you looking forward to?
Game wise, I'm a Final Fantasy fanboy. Definitely looking forward to that.
Nice.
I'm a total fanboy.
You're a fan.
But what other games are really coming out recently? I don't.
XCOM.
Games haven't excited me recently. That's kind of the sad thing.
Huh.
I'm more
Interesting.
excited to do more pen and papers than I am
Nice.
Mhm.
Okay,
anything
gotcha.
else.
Taylor, what about you? What are you excited for movie-wise and possibly gaming?
Game wise, I'm gonna be 100% honest. I don't really know a lot of the games that are coming out.
Okay.
Well, you should watch our podcast.
Well, you know.
That's fair. It's all right. That's fair.
Eh.
You can educate her,
Education.
I like
important.
Josh said, I'm really excited for like the D&D and all the Pathfinder.
movies.
Yeah, no games I don't really know. Movies definitely excited for Deadpool. Super excited for Suicide Squad.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, I love the whole crazy. Love it, bad guy.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
Bad guys are almost always more entertaining than good guys.
They
Yeah.
are. They're-
That's the thing, yeah. X-Men Apocalypse might be pretty good too.
X-Men Apocalypse. I love the X-Men
Apocalypse.
series. I can't say the word. I'm sorry.
That's gonna be
Definitely
cool.
looking forward to it just
That's
because
gonna be
X-Men,
cool.
and there's just
Apocalypse
so
is a
many possibilities of what they
badass,
can do, and so.
And it's
Yeah.
X-Men.
And it's X-Men. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
X-Men's always
just
been good.
so great.
Am I
is
the
my-
only one excited for Star Wars? What is this?
I'm excited for
It's
Star
because
Wars,
of
but
I agree with Random. I'm just nervous. I'm too
Yeah.
nervous to be excited about it. I don't want to be
Ah.
let down.
Yeah. I'm just gonna keep my faith up.
I love it.
That's
I
true. That
love
is
it.
entirely true. All right. So, any last thoughts, guys, before we close this out?
nothing
no,
I
not
can
for
think
me,
of,
no.
but thank you all for watching.
All
You
right.
guys are fantastic and
So
talking
let
to
me
us.
get our music back up going up here. Thank you guys again for watching our Games, Geeks, and Gravity podcast. We had such an awesome episode. I want to thank everybody for joining the episode tonight. Thank you guys for being so active in the chat. I really appreciate that. You guys are doing a phenomenal job of joining us, and this was an awesome episode. As always, you guys have my socials on my channel. You got my Twitch, you got my Instagram, you got my Twitter, my Steam, everything like that, Facebook. Josh, what about you?
Yeah, no, I'll put my Twitter on the stream. Oh, I got I forgot that we're not allowed to do links. I forget your chats like that.
Have to edit that.
Dumb. All right. Yeah, no. So I am trying to put more stuff up on YouTube, just gaming wise, because I can't stream. I really want to be able to. Haven't been able to though, just because my computer sucks. Or my internet sucks. Thank you for your sacrifice, man.
Oh no, Random got kicked. Damn it.
No, he capped to censor himself. Thank you for your sacrifice. It makes you feel loved. Yeah, you can find me a lot of times on your streams, just because we play games together all the time. Otherwise, follow me on YouTube. It's YouTube at YouTube at Mr. Pika Panda, or Twitter at Mr. Pika Panda _Pika Panda. So you can find me there.
Miss AyakiTheRogue, if you'd like to give out your socials.
I do have a Twitch, but I don't do anything on it. I more use it to see other people. AyakiTheRogue, and then I'm also on Instagram, the Fish Jonas.
Hey, I forgot about Instagram.
Yeah, I do have an Instagram that I
don't post anything on there that's important.
But yeah, I'm not very socially connected.
It's all good. This is all a
I don't even have Twitter, if I'm being honest.
What is it? You don't. It's not official unless it's on Facebook, and you don't exist unless you have a Twitter.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I don't exist then, and I don't put anything on Facebook. So.
But again,
so nothing's official, and I'm not even here.
Thank you guys again so much for joining. Thank you guys for being a part of the chat and making this such an awesome episode. I am Josh, the Titus Reaper.
I'm Josh, Mr. Pika Panda.
I'm Taylor, the AyakiTheRogue.
And we will see you guys next time. I will be possibly streaming tonight. We might be doing some trials, so be on the lookout for that. Thank you guys again, and have a great night.
Bye, have a good one.
Ciao.
Deuces.